body, I grabbed onto a little bit of courage that I had. At the same time, I had to palm that ass. You see, she had been staring at me all night. A small, petite miss, hair faded. She looked like the prettiest boy I'd ever seen. Shades on that hid her gorgeous eyes as she raped me from across the room with her pupils. She wanted me as her pupil so she could teach me how I liked it. Because before her, she claims that I never truly knew. This situation wasn't in my plan, not something that I'm used to or into, but that gin and juice had a few different views. An experiment or human nature, call it what you want. I am a good girl, I promise. But something was pulling me to her like she was the negative to my positive magnets. Our lips were drawn to connect, touch, taste, caress each other in a way that I had never done before with a girl. It wasn't as different as I thought that night, though. It was better. Better because she was just as soft as I. Her lips as moist as red velvet cake. The vodka and cranberry lingered on her tongue, and the first kiss was so intense that I wanted to get drunk in her, high from her, lost in her, and the cherry taste of her lips, because this was intoxicating to say the least. We made out in this space, while in the process she was trying to create a space between my legs for her face, so she could replace the dick that I yearned for, usually preferred, before this particular encounter had taken place. Oh, she wanted to take me away, like Haldon, to an undisclosed location so she could have her way with me and show me what I had been missing. Her hands felt so soft as they caressed me so delicately. She took her time and was extremely patient with me. Surprising to me, my body reacted to her, placing her hand on the small of my back, gently stroking me in a special way. She knew exactly where to touch, with the right amount of pressure for however long it took, until she felt that I was ready for the next step. And then she allowed me to sit on her face. Told me not to get up no matter what. I was smothering her. She was breathing oxygen through my pussy lips, while her tongue took long and healthy licks up and down my clit until I almost drowned her with the flood of my juices. She loved the taste of me, the sweet of me, and couldn't get enough of me. It was awesomeness at its best, until I realized that what she had gave me was the appetizer. There would be no entree. There was no dick present to complete my meal and give me that feel that I needed. Yes, she offered a strap-on, but I required the real thing. I want the urgency in the moment to be so intense that I can just go ahead and hop on the dick. I'm not patient enough to wait for someone to replace it with something fake. I desire the real deal, that hard and pulsating piece, hard as steel, Smith & Wesson type shit, that'll make me bust repeatedly. And that night was the night that I realized that dick could never be replaced. At least not for me. You see, that night, I realized that even though that experience was great, I couldn't just be with a woman without a man being present. It just really wasn't for me.